Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if anybody can hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Autodroma Internacional de Algarve here on Project Cars 2. We are in the, I believe it is the second race of the European circuit, the European Tour here in the World Series by Renault. We're going to be watching the drivers go around in a couple of practice laps here. We are in race director mode tonight once again, seeing the director suite here in Project Cars 2. Going to be a 1 hour race, a 5-minute setup going into qualifying, and then we'll start our race. If you've never joined us here at seetheair.com, my name is Marimba Cat. I am your host tonight for our proceedings. We have 9 competitors here tonight vying for the championship, vying for at least a win here at seetheair.com. We are an international racing league, primarily on Project Cars 2 and our Factor 2 over on PC. Our Project Cars 2 is actually expanding over into PC. Right now we are on Project Cars 2 on PlayStation 4. We've been around since 2011. We have over 400 members spanning over 35 countries, including the Philippines, China, Russia, North, Central, South America, all of Europe, Australia, New Zealand. We even do have an African submission from South Africa. On this race director suite, you'll be seeing on the top left our running order. On the bottom is just the screens that I'm going to be going through as far as your cockpit view, your chase view, a roof view, bonnet, and bumper. Here's your bumper. And then we have some onboards, and mostly we're going to be on the track side, which is more of a cinematic look. We also do have split times, which I will put up there, or actually this, I believe it is the timings, that's what it is, our timings, and the map, so you can see what the track looks like. Enjoy the race tonight. We will be right back with qualifying in the World Series by Renault. As the seconds are winding down here at Algarve, this is Marimba Cat. I am your host for tonight's race. Taking a look at the World Series by Renault. This is our second race in the European Tour part of the series. We have 3 late races left. Tonight's race. Then we also have next week's race at Red Bull Ring, and then we have the finale on February 5th at the Nürburgring Nordschleife plus GP combined. Getting ready for a qualifying session here. Welcome to SeeTheAir.com, your source for sim racing all around the world.
All right, here we go. Qualifying 15 minutes. Good luck, guys.
We have a 15-minute qualifying session that we're going to be jumping into. As we see Ant, our league official and moderator for this series. Taking a look at Ant, member of STA Motorsports. Ant from Nuuk, Greenland. He is currently second place in the standings, only 3 points back from Ant. Pretty tight race there at the top. He has 3 poles this season. He is a former winner of the World Series by Renault when we were driving in the Magaines. He has 1 win this season. He's 7-7 as far as his top 5s and top 10s. Hall of Famer here at STA. If you want to register with us at STA, go to SeeTheAir.com and just click on the Join Us. It is right there on the very front page. Register with us. We'd appreciate y'all. Drivers are always wanted. We're watching Avion going around the course for the first time. Again, we're going to take a look at some of the views that we can look at these drivers through. Starting with the cockpit. Looks like he's already hit something. A chase view, very rarely used. Can show you if someone is leaning on someone here or there on the left or right side. A roof cam. Kind of my preferred racing view. Get a little bit bigger view of everything. More of authentic is in the cockpit view. And of course the bonnet is like right on the edge, right before the bumper, which is a little bit slightly lower. Most of the views that we're going to be looking at are on trackside. First lap in the books is a 139.5 dead. Taking a look over at David Core 89. Hails over in England. Looks like Indo Heat has pushed into a 140.797 in second place. Fazer has turned in a P3 rating of 141.703. David jumps up to a P2 position. We'll jump down to a multiple winner here in the World Series by Renault. This is Vex Techie. As you can see up on the director suite on the left hand side, you'll see the exclamation, basically a hazard. It's what is known as there's action on the track. In a qualifying setting, we're typically not going to be looking at this, but nonetheless we'll jump to it during the race. Jumping over to Endo, who has fallen down to P3 at 140.463. Ant has taken the P2 spot, shy under a second behind Avion. One Space has basically made it back into the room. A slight disconnect on his end. Hopefully we'll be able to have pretty good stable room tonight. We've had some issues before with Project Cars 2, unfortunately, where we've had to restart the races. Hopefully we can get this all won in one fell swoop. Well, we're going. We got about 5 minutes left here in the qualifying here in the World Series by Renault at Algarve. I'll pronounce it that way. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, y'all can send me a message. This is race 2 in the European Tour of the World Series by Renault. Race number 8 in the entire season. We have 2 more races after this. The 10th race being at Nürburgring. I want to give a shout out to John Schallenberger and Redlineit.com and PirateDell'Estrada.com. It's one of our main sponsors for the Redlineit.com Sports Car Series that we'll be holding over on our PC format. This will be very similar to our Rolex 24 series that we have on PlayStation 4. It is an endurance series, 3 hours per race, culminating with 3 different classes, an LMP1 class, LMP2, and LMP3. We do have Redline.com as our host sponsor for that, and we do appreciate everything that he has donated for us for prizes. We have prizes of a Corsa watch, Corsa watch from Redline.com, as well as wristbands and key rings that he is donating for our first place finishers in each class, as well as STA official polos and window decals as well for those winners. So we are a free-to-play league. We are competitive, but most of our drivers are casual drivers, so we welcome everyone that would like to join us. Go to seetheair.com, register with us. Drivers are wanted. Avion has just set the new fastest lap at 1:39.268. Just a shy better than what he had before. It did have the closest, and he has now fallen about a second back. Take a look here at Avi as he has completed that fast lap. Jump over to one of his teammates, Camaro Ace, 1971, as he is right behind Avi in the qualifying at P5, 140.899. Camaro has fallen down to P6 as David Vext have stepped it up. Coming around the last sweeping turn and up onto the front stretch. A second and a half back. There's Stollard still in P8. Stollard takes it back to the pit. Let's take a look at one space on his opening run. His number 8 place seat. Looks like he is taking it back to the pits as he dives off of the track. Ant has clawed back a little bit. He's gained 0.2 on his last lap. Still in P3. Looks like AV is not going to make it back to the start-finish line, I don't think, for his last lap. Endo is taking his last available lap. He will be the last one being able to go across the start-finish line. Take a look down at Camaro as he is getting ready to cross. Still in P6. Avi has taken it 2. Endo has taken it 2. And Vext has taken it to the pits. And we have Avion from Nook Greenland at STA Motorsports taking the pole here at Algarve. And we congratulate him, of course. Stay tuned. We're going to be going racing here. 1 hour of racing here at seetheair.com in the World Series by Renault. The second race in the European Tour, the European side of things here in the series. It is the 8th race of the season, our 3rd season by the World Series by Renault. First season was in the 3.5 championships. That I do believe that was won by Ant. In the second season, we had the McGains. Of course, that was won by Avion. Again, congratulations to Avion. As you can see, we are international here. We have 4 countries represented. We are currently waiting for synchronization right now so we can start this race. Good luck to all drivers. Enjoy the race.
Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna go now. Ready up speed, everybody's good to go? Just one minute. Ready? I've already got my skirt on, so I'll spin so many times.
Alright, here we are, gentlemen. The start of the race. Race 8 in the World Series by Renault. Race number 2 in the European Tour. First tour was our American Tour, won by Ant. Our second in the Asian and Oceanic Tour, won by Vex Techie. Ant has won the first race here, or in this series, or in this season, as he won at Donington Park National. Again, one more race after this is the Red Bull Ring that will complete the European Tour of the series, and our final at Nürburgring on February 5th. Race will start the race. They're not going to go from the onset. They're going to do an STA pace lap. We do a manual pace lap in most cases to get everyone set in the field. They will be doing that. While they were going to be doing that, we're going to be going through the different cars. Most likely going to be going through the cockpit views and all of them to take a look at them. Again, this is the Director Suite here in Project Cars 2. Your host is Marimbacat at seetheair.com in the World Series by Renault. 9 drivers are on the field, on the grid tonight. On the bottom, you'll see our lock views and cockpit, chase, roof, bonnet, bumper. Mostly going to be on track side. Any kind of race feed information will be on that right side, and we'll go ahead and pop up the map. Getting ready to go. There goes the SDA parade lap. And our pole sitter, Avion, as we like to call him, AV. Cockpit views, and we're going to be going through the field. I'm getting word from our marshal, which is our moderator, Ant. We're getting a few little bugs here. And we might be starting a new room. Getting ready to start the race here. Coming around the last turn, it looks like we're going to be staying with this room and starting the 8th race in the World Series by Renault as AV. Green flag, go, go, go. With the 8th race here in the World Series by Renault. Whoa, whoa, 3, the first leaders going off the track, collect each other. Oh, we've got a little bit of connections here. People are really collecting each other. Very rough start here. The start of the 8th race in the series. Looking at Indo as he is closing up on Ant. Vexed has taken the lead. Take a look back here at Ant as he has passed Indo for P3. He's gained back his position. As the field starts to break up just so slightly. Nice battle here between Fozzer and David. Core David has taken the slight lead on Fazzer as he jumps in behind him. Ooh, looks like Avi has gone off the course a little bit. One space has gone a lap down already. Not too sure what the issue is that he has. I'm getting a little bit into Fazzer there. At the end of second left of the third section. Vex still with a commanding lead. You can see the distance between him and Ant has grown to about a little over 4.5 seconds. Ooh, gone off the course just a little bit there as Fazzer takes that position back. Jump up to David Core and Camaro in P4 and 5. This battle between Fazzer and Stollard. Stollard's still going wide on that second time in a row. Going a little bit hot into that corner. Forces himself off the track where Fazzer takes the position back. Fazzer going a little bit wide there. Ant right behind one space, who is a lap down. They'll probably be showing him the blue flag. Jump back to David and Camaro. race officials in the European Tour. Try to get a lot more drivers than what we have right now, so we can get some more races going in the European Tour. Most of the active drivers that we have are in the American Tour at cvair.com, also in the Australian Tour. David Core was on hiatus for a short bit and has come back to us, and we do welcome him back. AV in the pits, complaining of a little bit of overheat, and we're going to stay on this battle right here. This is one of the closer battles that we do have. Of course, the battle between Fazer and Stollard is pretty intense as it is. Pretty good tight race here between Indo Heat Camaro Ace and David Core. 15 minutes has elapsed in this race, and I know we are staying on these 3 drivers, but this is the biggest action that we have as we see Camaro is taking into the inside. He has finally taken P3 away from Indo Heat in this tough battle for the final podium position. They are about 10 seconds back behind Ant, but they have been battling hard, all 3 of them. As they are into the second sector. Here at Algarve. I think we have our pole sitter has retired from the race, unfortunately. Maybe about 3 or 4 seconds off the pace, overheating for his car. Unfortunately, his tire pressures were saying that they were a little bit too high. That's why they were thinking that we had a glitch to where we're going to restart a room, but he has chosen to start the race. He is going to lose a lot of points this race to Ant, unless Ant finishes in 8th. Not trying to jinx you there, Ant, but AV has retired. Our pole sitter has retired from the race. We'll continue with 8 here at Algarve and the World Series by Renault. We are keyed in on this hot battle for the last podium position, the battle for 3rd, which is held by Camaro Ace of STA Motorsports. Indo Heat in 4th, who has just fallen down to David Core, who has taken that position back. And oh, we got Indo has spun. Indo has spun, doing a couple of donuts here. Unfortunately, he has spun around after the first turn, lost 3 positions there in total going into the first turn. First to David, then the Stollard and Fozzer. He's gotten it back up and going. You can actually take a look at what he is doing here as far as RPMs and speed. And take a look back here at David as he continues to battle for that 3rd position. Vext has kind of checked out. He's about 5.5 seconds in front of Ant. No real clear indication that Ant is getting back into more of a contention behind Vex. So we're staying here with the action with David Court and Camaro Ace. David has taken that position, as we have seen, away from Camaro. Camaro faltering a little bit more as the field starts to spread out. Still hooked on this battle for third. Stollard looming in the background, about almost a second and a half back from Camaro, as he's going to try to get into the fray here for the battle for third. I'm going to take you on around a lap here with our leader, Vex Techie. See with this telematics here, we've got about, looks like it's about 241 his water temperature is, so it's a little bit high. Vex Techie is saying that he might have his radiator shut off just a little bit too much. You can see it fluctuate a little bit here from about 247 to 240 as he's coming around the back portion of the track in the third sector. We're about four and a half minutes from halftime here in the 8th race in the World Series by Renault. Second race in the European Tour part of the series at seetheair.com. If you want to follow us up on Twitch, we're at seetheair.com. We also have a face page as well as seetheair.com_IG for our Instagram. We are a league of 400 plus worldwide in over 33 to 35 countries, covering all 6 continents, major continents. Antarctica is not included, of course. Hold 3 different tours, the American, European, and Australian tour. Drivers wanted, register with us at seetheair.com. Look at Indo Heat as he is starting to close in upon Fazer. Closing in less than a second behind Fazer now. Coming around the first two turns into the acute third turn. Finally have some pit goers and in the pits. He's in and out. David Core has jumped into the pit to make his one required stop. Like how they do the animation here. Of course, they should have changed the tires. It doesn't show that complete animation of changing the tires. We have David Core and Camaro Ace in at the same time. Take a look at Fazer as he is closed within about almost a second of Endo. Looks like Endo went a little bit wide, getting a little bit of glitch here. As David and Camaro have exited. That could be come from my end of the spectrum, unfortunately, but yep, we can see a little bit of here turning there. Endo Heat, who is entering the pits at this time. There are actually three people within the pits. Stollard, Endo Heat, and Fox at the same time. As Vexed has yet to venture into the pits. He has basically lapped everybody. Except for, I believe, Ant. Currently watching Vex Techie from Fort Wayne, Indiana. One of our race officials here at SeeTheAir.com. 14 wins in his career with us at SeeTheAir.com with 1 pole. 39 top 5s and 62 top 10s. He is a Hall of Fame driver, being that he has won 10 races with us here at STA. We've got about 20 drivers that have won more than 10 races with us at STA. In second place, we have Ant. Ant is our one of our league officials with us at SeeTheAir.com. He is from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He is leader of Apex Motorsports. Ant has announced after the end of the World Series by Renault that he will be going over to PC mainly. We are starting a Project Cars 2. He will be heading up the Project Cars 2 development at SeeTheAir.com over on PC. So if anybody wants to race some PC racing on Project Cars 2, Ant 1897 is the man to get in touch with. He is on the same on Discord. Ant has 19 wins on the in his career. Actually, he has 20 wins in his career, being that he did win the exhibition race, the Daytona 24, this past weekend. Stollard being the other winner in the GTLM category. He has 9 poles, 80 top 5s, 98 top 10s. As we're looking now at David Core. David Core being one of our race officials. David Core from Port Talbot, Wales. He is a member of Sigma Motorsports. David Core, like I said, is a race official. 4 wins in his career at STA, 2 poles, 53 top 5s, 66 top 10s. Jump down to Camaro Ace. Camaro Ace, another member of STA Motorsports, alien from Middletown, Indiana. He does have 1 win on his career under his belt, 14 top 5s, 32 top 10s. As we see a change in the leader. Ant has taken over. Ant has taken over the lead with Vex being in the pits. Vex taking a lot of time, with a little bit of engine damage. Looks like we got a little bit of techno glitching going on with our pit members. Vex has fallen to P3 with that exiting of the pits. Indo Heat, hailing from Hollywood, Maryland. He's not currently with a team right now. He does have 1 win under his belt, 22 top 5s, 47 top 10s. our league official. Fozer from Aztec Beach, New York, captain of Attack Dog Racing. 7 wins, 5 poles, 71 top 5, and 156 top 10s. He has been with us for a long time, basically since December of 2014. We thank Fozer for everything that he does for STA, and of course Attack Dog Racing. $22 from Toledo, Illinois. Stoller's got 13 wins. He is a Hall of Fame driver. 3 poles, 29 top 5s, 31 top 10s. Update with our and is actually he is forming new. It's why I have it on here is Apex Motorsports. That actually was his old Motorsports and newly formed Sigma Motorsports. Stollard, a member of Attack Dog Racing. Looks like he is closing in a little bit on Fozer. And we finally come down to a 1 space. Going through these fields is just a little bit slower than normal, but the field has kind of separated itself a little bit from one another. So it gives us a little bit of time to spot out and give a little bit of shout out to some of these other drivers. 1 space from Denver, Colorado. He is not currently on a team that I see. Jump back to Stollard really quick here, as he is closing in on Fozer, about the 2nd back. Just in that 1 space. Does have a win under his belt. 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s. like both of them went just a little bit wide there. Stall's going to have a little bit more of an upper hand, but Fazer is squeezing on the inside, so not letting him get around. Goes into the middle, and I think, yes, Stoller might have him there. Taking that inside track was probably not the best way to take that turn, as Stoller took it a little bit wider and had a little bit more acceleration off of the turn to gain the position. Switching back to our leader actually is going to be coming up on these cars. Not too sure if he's going to be able to reach him by the end, but we're a little over 16 and a half minutes left into the race. Ant is holding on to a 26 and a half second lead. It's only growing against David Core, who is standing in P2. Vexed with that major repair into the pits has cost him a lot of time, mostly, where he did have about the same kind of lead. I had over a minute lead and just lost it all and dropped down to P3. David is coming in with the third section, going around the last couple of turns back onto the front stretch. That lead has grown to over 27 seconds. Coming back to Vexed as well. Vexed is not too far behind. He's less than 8 seconds back behind David Core, but not gaining any position. Less than 15 seconds here at Algarve. This is Marimbacat. I am your host, SeeTheAir.com. This is the World Series by Renault, race number 8 in the season, race number 2 in the European tour of the series. We have one more race after this in the European tour, which will be at Red Bull Ring. That will be next Monday night at about 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And one race after that at Nürburgring, Nordschleife, plus the GP combined, basically the entire GP combined track. The countryside racing at Nürburgring. Always fun there. Hope you can join us. If you'd like to join us as an STA member, you can always register with us at SeeTheAir.com. /register. Just go to SeeTheAir.com. On our homepage you'll see the join us, and all you gotta do is really click the button Register with us either on PS4 or PC. We do have Project Cars going to be starting on PC soon with Ant, who is our leader for this series right now. He's the leader of this race. He is going to be moderating the Black Spain, I believe, the GT series over on Project Cars 2. It will be our first venture into Project Cars 2 on PC. And has required a nice hefty PC in order to run things. Our next race in league play will be at Kansas Motor Speedway. It's part of our Whiskey River NASCAR series over on R Factor 2, where our leader in the series, Masterick, has been dominating just about every weekend. Whether he gets the pole or whether he is just tearing up the field. This past Friday this past Saturday, which we switched from Fridays to Saturdays for our NASCAR series until the end of the series, he really everything was kind of back and forth during the race. At the very end, an entanglement between Sick With It and Corvette Racer on the backstretch. That gained Masterick a little bit more position on Corvette as he gave the position away going out of turn 4 and into the tri-oval. But myself got turned by Wiggin, unfortunately. He was pushed by Masterick a little bit, a racing incident that got me into the wall. Flipped me over, as you'll see in the screen shot on our homepage at seetheair.com. And allowed Masterick to actually scoot on by. It was a racing incident, so there was no wrongdoing there, of course. But pretty exciting into the Talladega race that we had this past Saturday. Gave Masterick his 13th win in a row. Our next race will be this upcoming Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Kansas Motor Speedway. Again, that's on R Factor 2, a Studio 397. Over on PC here at seetheair.com. And if you're interested in racing a little bit more on PC as well, we have the RedLineIt.com Sports Car Series, an endurance-based series, 3 hours long per race. I believe we're probably going to have anywhere from about 8 to 10 races in that series. We do have prizes that are provided by our title sponsor, RedLineIt.com and PowerToDeLastrada.com, by John Schallenberger over in Texas. We do appreciate all that he has done for us here at seetheair.com, and we got to give our proper props out to him. Follow him on Twitter at PowerToDeLastrada and at PowerToDeLastrada.com, where you can get your nice racing gear. They have their model Antonio Sabata, I believe it's Antonio Sabata Jr. if I'm not mistaken, as their main model for their clothing line. A lot of great stuff on there. They are providing prizes for us for our winners in each series. This endurance race series has 3 classes: an LMP1, LMP2, and a GTLM class. Sign up now at seetheair.com and be a part of some of the best racing in league play. We're not really based in one country like most racing leagues are. At seetheair.com, we are host to over 35 different countries covering 6 continents around the world. So we have people from all over the place battling each other. Each member at seetheair.com does get their own driver page. You have a chance to win up to 10 races to get into the Hall of Fame at STA and then climb the ladder and see if you can get to the top. Join us at seetheair.com. Drivers wanted. We are a little over 8.5 minutes left in this race, where Ant has maintained a 27-second lead over David Core. Vex Techie has dropped down to P3 after a lengthy and costly pit repairing his engine. In P4, STA member Camaro Ace, STA Sports member, Motorsports member Camaro Ace is in P4. P5, Indo Heat. P6 is Stollard. 22, Fazaro 6 and 7th. 1 space in 8th. In 9th, retired was our pole sitter, Avion. I got one guy on here, Sandman. What track is this? This is Autodrama International do Algarve. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Algarve. I had to ask at the very beginning because I've only been on this track once or twice, and I think it was on Race Room when I was driving it. Sandman, if you want to join us, man, go to seetheair.com. Register with us. We are on PS4. We don't have anything on Xbox right now. We do have a couple of members that are over on Xbox One. But our main racing series are on PS4 and PC. We got a question here from Sandman. Yes, we do have don't really have a rookie league. That's what his question is. He says I'm new to Project Cars. We have a rookie league. We don't really have a rookie league. I mean, we have it's best to go ahead and get your feet wet, jump into this league at any time that you can. We always encourage new members to come out because with getting a group of guys that we've had here over the past 6 almost 7 years at seetheair.com, it will make you a better driver. We have guys that will give you setups, give you tips on becoming a better sim driver, and it's great that you have wheels and pedals. That's always the best because that's always the most authentic in my mind of driving these races. So sign up, and I mean, even if you're at the back of the pack, you'll get the experience that you need to driving with real life drivers from all over the world. I'm not just talking in your area, but all over the world. Ant is from Montreal, Quebec. We've got David Core from England. Indo Heat. Also, it says he's from England, but he's actually from the United States. 1 space of Fazer here in the United States, as well as Stollard and Camaro and Vextecki. All of them a wealth of knowledge. Over on PC, we have a huge wealth of knowledge because we actually have modders that actually help build some of the tracks and make some of the modifications to cars, like Bjorn, and we have Machine, who has a lot of cars over on Steam. Like Schreiner, who actually has built a couple of tracks on Steam in our NASCAR series. So sign up with us, seetheair.com, and get in the car and race. One last look here. We got about over 3 minutes left. Of course, we are following Ant. He is our leader. He is our points leader by about 3 points over Avian. It looks like that is going to be it looks like it's going to be an increase in points. So give me a minute, Sandman. I saw your message there. I'll help you out. I'll send a message through our chat here over on Twitch. Just give me just a brief second. And let you know the forum sign up there, Sandman. We'll get you signed up to the forums as soon as you register with the league. Forums is a little bit different than we have here. What you see when you look at seetheair.com, you'll basically see our billboard. It's basically, it shows everything on the out front, or basically a billboard showing everything that we have here at seetheair.com. When you jump in, when you register with us at seetheair.com, you become a member, and then you gain access to the forums so you can post anything that you want. So register with us. Just go to http I think it's //seetheair.com/register, basically seetheair.com/register, and that'll take you into a registration page. And then what we'll do is, when we receive that, we'll get you a registration letter that gets you access into our forums, and we can start signing you up for races. We can help you out there. Basically the access is after you actually sign up. So coming down to 20 seconds left in the race here at Algarve. Of course, Ant has the lead. He has almost a 30-second lead over David Core. Vexed in P3, Camaro Ace in 4th, Endo Heat in 5th, Stollard in 6th, Fozer in 7th, one space in 8th, finishing in 9th, but in the garage is Avion, our pole sitter, so he's going to be losing a lot of points here. Rounding the last turns here, Algarve is Ant in the Bleu de France Renault, coming up this front stretch and taking the win in the 8th race in the World Series by Renault. Congratulations to Ant. Congratulations to Vexed on a very well race. He does end up with a podium 3rd place, and David Core, as he battled back in that third, fourth, fifth, and even sixth position to battle up to a second place podium. Again, your standings that we have here in the second to last race. Ant finishes in first. David Core in P2. Vex Techie in third. Vex Techie will gain a little bit of more points on Avi, although Avi, I do believe, will hold his second place position, although losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 points. So he's probably going to have a 10-point lead. Ant is going into the next two races. Camara Ace of STA Motorsports in fourth, Endo Heat in fifth, Stollard of Attack Dog Racing in sixth, as well as Attack Dog Racing Captain Fozzer 06 in seventh. One Space finishes in eighth, and STA Motorsports driver Avion, our pole sitter, finishes in ninth. This has been Marimba Cat from seetheair.com. I am your league director and your host tonight. Congratulations to Ant on his win here at Algarve. We'll catch you next time here at seetheair.com. I appreciate you signing up there, Sandman, and we'll get you your registration letter here soon. Everybody take care.